Will meditation save our world? Millions of people meditate regularly around our world. What is meditation? Why do people do this? Does it hold any benefit to life? What exactly do meditators do? Some people listen to relaxing music and picture tranquil scenes within their inner minds. Others listen to positive words of affirmation and encouragement. Some plan goals and aim for future achievements within an inner projected world. There are as many kinds of meditation practically as there are people on this planet. Zen, Buddhist, Taoist, Hare Krishna, Muslim, Mantra, Christian. From a busy housewife finding a 20-minute daily break to the Dalai Lama spending hours every day in meditation. Meditation is an activity human beings appear to have found certain value within, engaging daily. But what is it? And why are there so seemingly many divided types of meditation? What are the limitations and the potential benefits of each individual divisive approach into the world of inner meditation? Does a practice of meditation truly ever become transformative? How might a meditation practice become a life transformation? When the meditator becomes the meditation. Quantum physicists have long observed that the naked, unadulterated observation of the actions of any molecule changes the very basic observed behaviour of that molecule. In February of 2014, Jason Goldman, writing for the BBC Future publication, discussed the following experiment. In 1976, 360 children in the United Kingdom, unknowingly to them, participated in a psychology experiment. Goldman recounts a Halloween evening with children out and about, happily tricking or treating. Psychologists waited in a total of 18 different family homes for the arrival of the children. The researchers brought out a large bowl of sweets for the children and told them each to take only one. The researchers also left the children alone with the sweets, with the entire bowl. Half of the time, the children were left facing a mirror. Seen, witnessed, but by their own eyes. Half of the time, the children were not facing a mirror. In each experiment, a second psychologist, a hidden researcher, watched from the shadows and logged the observed child's behaviour. The children left facing the mirror, their activity witnessed by their very own vision, behaved themselves much more accordingly and in line with what had been requested than their counterparts, who had no eyes to watch their reflection. When watched and clearly observed, our behaviour undergoes a change, even when seen by ourselves, and certainly no less so when applied to our inner educated psychological nature. Meditation today appears to be many things. It may be enclosed within selfish and ambitious pursuit. It may see a person repeating incessantly an unfamiliar foreign word to themselves, over and over and over again. It may be a 30-minute refreshing break from an otherwise busy and monotonous day. It may be a daily escape to meet moments of inner blessed self-painted tranquility. But there may be a meditation which is transformative to life. As in the case of the quantum physicist, and as in the case of the child looking into their own behaviour in a reflected mirror, this is a close observation of the inner, most deepest movements within the traditional and educated natures of the human self. Watching the inner movements of self from a viewpoint of zero division carries purchase to effect change on what is being observed. What we are at root undergoes change when seen by itself. The by itself part of the last sentence is most important. The brain must come to see its own inward repetitive movements, but without being an observer to them. Language divides us, and traditionally we have all been educated to accept a conceptual view of our lives, one which states that behind thought exists a permanent thinker. Thought is not the result of any permanent thinker. The thinker is a result of thought. It is the understanding of this misunderstanding we all carry within, which carries immense potential to revolutionize our daily lives, and by implication, our relationships, our world, and all other life found here. When we truly catch sight of the actual structure of what we have come to call our mind, we will have caught sight of a huge discrepancy between what we now see and what we previously had believed was the inner structure we inhabited. When our eyes open clearly and simply to see the moment-by-moment conflicting and divisive activities of our brains, without seeking in any way to change this mental activity and process, without seeking to impact it in any way at all, then the brain is, perhaps for the first time, in full view of the actual movements of its daily occupations. It is seeing itself as it is, in all of its greed, in all of its selfishness, in all of its ambition, in all of its fear, all of its worry, all of its sufferings, all of its pleasures, and all of its pains. When the brain comes to understand that what it is seeing inwardly in the area of the nervous system is nothing other than its own inward activities, then it shall cease to defend itself against its own now self-perceived inner movements. No matter how painful the perception, the brain is now seeing a part of itself, a part of memory. In the understanding that the thinker is a part of this entire network of thought comes a release from the impossible, from the abysmal, continuous, futile attempts of a thinker to impact that which he never could. The thinker can never change thought because the thinker comes from thought. Sight must be awakened for this to be seen. This need not be accepted. When the psychological thinker is seen to be a part of thought, and not being seen as giving birth to thought, then thought has at last found a rightful view of its own activities. The thinker has at last found his rightful place. Released now from an attempt to control what I am truly only merely a part of, and the understanding now that the totality of thought is wider and deeper, and a larger stream than only me, I may now come to listen to thought, to that which gives birth to my own inward feelings of continuity, and to every fear, every depression, every pleasure, and every memory. In finding the rightful position of the observer within thinking, I am released from my mind's chronic and absurd divisive insistence that it may attempt to control, suppress, or run away from what turns out to be only a part of itself. Thought is thought. If I can come to this place, if my watching can lead me to the crystal clear view that what I am actually watching is a part of myself, then, as in the case of the quantum physicist's molecules being observed, as in the case with the Halloween children observing their own reflected behaviour, the very action of seeing our actions at the depths of our being will change those actions at the depths of our being. And when those depths have changed, when every fear has been silently seen and all chattering divisive content witnessed, not analysed, not judged, not fought against, not beaten down. For too long has the mind of humanity been a battlefield. When the whole of the mind has been seen, the whole of the mind will undergo a change. Let us now put down our swords of divisions. Let us walk away from what divides us as people. Especially, let us come to face and understand that which divides our lives inwardly, that we may, before we become extinct, come to understand that which life is. Meditation is a part of life. And meditation is many things today. It can rescue you from a stressed workload. It can pamper a sweated brow. Taken seriously, it may just help to facilitate, to put things back in their right place. And who knows, it may even come to play a hand in saving our world. Watch yourself, that you may come to see yourself, and in seeing yourself, that you may come to observe yourself, and in observing yourself, that a change may occur. And if a change occurs within the very root of your psychological being, then you may come to act rightly upon this world. And in so doing, us human beings may yet have a place to stand up and to come to assist to change this broken, divided, and corrupted world.